Hi, I'm Veronica Wasek with 5-Minute Bookkeeping. I empower virtual bookkeepers to become confident professionals and business owners. In this video, I'll talk about how to charge for bookkeeping services. By far the biggest question asked in my Facebook community is how much should I charge for bookkeeping services? I'll share with you the valuable lessons that I have learned about pricing and the methods that I use to charge for bookkeeping. Let's start with mindset. Never project your values about price or whether something is cheap or expensive to your prospective client. You might think that they'll never pay you $1,000 a month to do their books, and that's exactly what I used to think, but the right client will. And don't refer to your pricing as a fee or charging by the hour. Always refer to it as pricing. And most importantly, remove all emotion when pricing your services. It's just a business transaction. And keep in mind also that 25% of people want a premium experience. Focus on working with clients who will pay you what you're worth, and don't worry about the clients who won't. Next is method. What kind of pricing method should you use, hourly or fixed? When you charge by the hour, you're really putting the client in control. They're treating you as an employee or a contractor. Your earnings ability is based on how fast or how slow you work. With a fixed price, you're in control. It's not based on how fast or how slow you work. I work with my clients on a fixed fee basis. My monthly clients pay a fixed amount at the beginning of every month. Next, we have scope of work and desired outcome. When it comes to determining your pricing, you need to consider the following. What needs to be done? Will you be doing all of the bookkeeping for the client? Or will you be reviewing what they're doing and maybe do some reconciliations and some light cleanup? What level of effort will it take? What level of complexity do you have to address? I always look at the books before I take on any kind of project, whether it's monthly work or cleanups. I highly recommend that you use my Smart Review checklist. I'll link that in the description for you. And keep in mind that you should always get a signed engagement letter or service agreement from your client before you start any work. The engagement letter should list all of the work that you will perform, and it should include your payment terms. Next, you have to deal with the fear of undercharging or overcharging. You need to understand that you will make pricing mistakes and you will learn from them. We all have. I know I have made my share of pricing mistakes. That's just part of doing business. But you have to learn from your mistakes and learn from mine also as I share them with you. Next is price. You should always be prepared to give your prospective client your minimum price and also tell them what your average client pays. For example, you might say something like this. My minimum price for bookkeeping services is $500 a month. An average client your size normally pays $750 a month. And that gives the client an expectation of your pricing so that you're not wasting your time talking to people who can't afford your services. And lastly, how? How do we figure out how much to charge for bookkeeping? For monthly bookkeeping services, I struggled with counting transactions, the number of bank accounts, or whether even the client would go for my pricing after I spent hours trying to calculate their pricing. After worrying about my pricing and wasting hours coming up with these giant spreadsheets trying to calculate pricing, I put together a quick and easy method for pricing. It's my simple pricing system. I'll link that for you in the description below. For cleanups and catch-ups, I start with a paid diagnostic review so that I can get a full scope of work before I ever take on the cleanup. Check the link below for the video in which I show you how I get paid to diagnose my clients' problems. And I also teach my full process in my online course called QBO Paid Diagnostic Review System. I'll also link that for you below. I hope that these strategies and tips have given you confidence with your pricing. And let me know in the comments what are some of the things that you struggle with your pricing. I'm Veronica Wasek with 5-Minute Bookkeeping. Check the description below for links to join my Facebook community and other resources, including my online academy for virtual bookkeepers. If this content is helping you, then subscribe, ring the bell, and give me a thumbs up. And let me know in the comments if there are any other topics you'd like me to cover in the future. I'm here to help you. I'll see you next time.